Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to our beloved lecturer, Madam Sazia, and fellow friends. We are from Group 1 and today we will present to you guys about the data automation and artificial intelligence. So before we start, let me introduce my group member first. We have Ahmad Khalil Firdaus bin Ahmad Khairuddin, Nur Fatihah binti Abu Hassan, Nur Syaadah binti Sabaruddin, and me myself, Kostrunada binti Aziz. The article that we choose for discussion is about a tech-savvy accountant in demand. Do you know advancement in technology will change accountants' roles? Accountants are no longer needed to provide a financial statement as technology replaces those jobs. Moreover, technologies are capable to remove labor-intensive tasks, providing accurate information and reducing the margin of human error. Even though the company know technology can reduce human error, they still hesitate to implant technology. However, on year 2021, WHO declared a public health emergency of international concern on 30th January 2020 and a pandemic on 11 March 2020. On 25 May 2021, the Prime Minister of Malaysia announced stricter lockdown measures to break the chain of infection of the COVID-19. And this gives a big impact on the company's operation since only essential services are allowed to operate. This becomes more worse when the government announced they will impose harder lockdown measures to keep COVID-19 from spreading all over the world. All companies' activities are being conducted using online platform, including accounting profession, which is the widely use of data automation and artificial intelligence. But do you know what is data automation and artificial intelligence? Data automation is the use of intelligent process, choice of infrastructure, and application of artificial intelligence and software to collect, transform, store, and analyze data without human intervention. In general, data automation replaces manual work with machines and technology. Before the pandemic COVID-19, it is hard for our country to change human behavior from manual work to machine. It is due to a few factors that delay the company from applying the machine used in the company's activities. However, during the pandemic, after the announcement of the movement control order, it put pressure on the organization to use technology to operate the company's activities. Same goes for the accounting profession. We are not able to prepare financial statements because of the limitation in identify, collect, and analyze financial data. Thus, in order for a company to cope this problem, they change their business strategy from manual to technology. There are three elements in data automation which are extract, transform, and load, which is known as ETL. ETL is a process of moving data from a source system into a data warehouse. ETL enables the company to perform in several critical business functions. For example, ETL can combine transactional data from a data store so it can be read and understood by accounting users. But do you guys know how ETL works? The first step of the ETL process is extract. Since data comes from various sources and have various formats, it is important to extract the data before transferring it to the warehouse because it can lead to data damage and it will be difficult to roll back the data. Next step is transform. Here, the extract data will go through few processes in order to come out with a single standard format that can be easily understood by accounting users. During transform process, the data are filtering, cleaning, joining, splitting, and sorting. So, at the end, the data provided can be used in making decisions. And the last step is load, which is in this step, the transform data are loaded into the data warehouse. That's all from me. Now, I will pass to the next presenter to explain to us about the benefit, limitation, and example of data automation.
Thank you, Nada, and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Khalil Firdaus bin Ahmad Khairuddin, and I'll continue with the benefit of data automation. Benefit data automation is three. First is reduce process time. The significant advantage of automation is that it saves time compared to manual transaction entry. Studies have revealed that electronic credit and debit task operations are fast and efficient. In contrast, automation allows for the entry and analysis of different data sets in a single database for comparison. The software then processes the financial information and transmits it to the numerous destinations for further action. Automation saves a lot of time in handling tasks that form a part of the data pipeline. Additionally, it minimizes manual intervention, which means low resource utilization, time saving, and increased data reliability. Second is cost efficiency. Automated data analytics save time and money for business. When it comes to data analysis, employee time is more expensive than computing resources, and machine can execute analytics quickly. And third is improved data quality. Manually processing vast amount of data exposes you to the risk of human mistakes, and depending on obsolete, poorly integrated technology to keep track of data exposes you to be the same danger. The increased likelihood of human error poses a significant challenge for organizations that implement the traditional means of bookkeeping. Automation alleviates the chance of the man-made mistakes by introducing artificial intelligence robots that can accurately standardize the calculation of accounting input, process, and output processes. Next, we take a look at the limitation of data automation. The first is heavy cost of installation. The main hindrance to the procurement and implementation of advanced bookkeeping software is associated with the high setup expenses. The cost of buying and running accounting software may cause a significant reduction in revenue streams. Financial bookkeeping hardware and software require license before being executed to aid the financial management. Besides, designing, fabricating, and installing software may have a hidden overhead cost arising from the regular update and maintenance. Second is a security concern. Primary victims of cyber-related crime involving SMEs that have not invested in advanced security software that can counteract involving digital accounting crimes. A company may lose its customers, staff members, and sensitive data in case of cyber attack. Loss or theft of confidential information puts the business reputation at risk because affected individual might feel the company was negligent in data protection. The third is high unemployment. Financial managers and bookkeepers have also reported fear of staff replacement following the increasing popularity of advanced accounting software. Automation has been confirmed to replace a sensitive task that can initially executed by employees. Workers who are laid off often experience emotional distress due to the resultant financial challenge. Also, company financial stakeholder and administration may be forced to cope with the reduced employee productivity caused by low staff morale and insecurity as a result of the constant of retrenchment. Companies will prefer artificial intelligence machines to handle mundane tasks including data entry. Moving on, we move forward with the example of data automation. The use of software to systematize these processes helps accountants to update accounts, ease the entry of data, and speed up complex mathematical analysis. As a result, the relevant department is able to balance the financial statement in accordance with the organizational accounting principles. Therefore, computerized accounting operations are able to attain the goal and objective of external stakeholders. In addition to enabling the accurate profit argumentation, proper assets management, and cost administration, accounting software and hardware can be used to support fast and reliable cash flow. For instance, the automated must-bill payment, the tracking capability of computerized financial system that allows accountants to monitor trends in revenue generation and spending, thus facilitate the making of prudent business decisions.
My name is Nurfatiha binti Abu Hassan. I will explain AI in detail. The term artificial intelligence was invented by John McCarthy in 1956. AI is intelligence demonstrated by machines, including software and equipment, with the help of science and technology as a substitute for human intelligence. Everything can be considered AI if it involves a program doing something that we normally think would rely on the intelligence of a human. The main purpose of inventing AI is to help humans in problem solving and decision making, especially in repetitive problems that we encounter in our life. AI also provides outputs that can outperform human efforts. However, remember, AI does not duplicate 100% of human intelligence. This is because, no matter how similar it is to humans, it still could not replicate human nature such as emotions and empathy. AI is demanding nowadays, especially in businesses, because it can enhance our abilities and improve our performance greatly and faster. As we already know AI in general, how does it work? Well, there are three main functions of AI that maybe some of us already heard about it or maybe not. The functions are neural network, machine learning, and deep learning. Alright, so the first one is neural networks. It is a type of machine learning that is made of interconnected units like neurons that processes information by responding to external inputs and relay information between each unit. The process requires multiple passes at the data to find connections and derive meaning from undefined data. The neural network is widely known in the 1950s until 1970s. Moving on, the second function is machine learning. It automates analytical model building by using methods from neural networks, statistics, operations research, and physics to find hidden insights in data without explicitly being programmed for where to look or what to conclude. Machine learning became popular in the 1980s until 2010s. Lastly, deep learning. It uses huge neural networks with many layers of processing units, taking advantage of advances in computing power and improved training techniques to learn complex patterns in large amounts of data. Common applications in deep learning include image and speech recognition. Deep learning is widely used from the 2010s until the present day. After we know the functions of AI, we should know the benefits of inventing AI. There are mainly three benefits here. The first one is that AI can help to reduce human error. AI can significantly reduce errors and increase accuracy and precision. The decisions taken by AI in every step are decided by information previously gathered and a certain set of algorithms. When AI is programmed properly, these errors can be reduced to null. Secondly, AI is available 24 hours per day. Many studies show that humans are productive for only about 3 to 4 hours in a day. Humans also need breaks and rest to balance their work life and personal life. However, AI can work endlessly and does not need any rest, unlike humans. AI also thinks much faster than humans and can perform multiple tasks with accurate results. Lastly, digital assistants. Almost all the big organizations these days use digital assistants to interact with their customers, which significantly minimizes the need for human resources. Customers can chat with a chatbot and ask them exactly what they need. Some chatbots have become so intelligent these days that we wouldn't be able to determine whether we are chatting with a chatbot or a human being. Every item has pros and cons, including AI. There are three limitations of AI. The first one is high cost and maintenance. AI needs to operate on the latest hardware and software to stay updated and meet the latest requirements. Thus, it needs a high cost in the earlier stage of inventing and maintenance. Secondly, AI is making humans lazy. AI applications automate the majority of tedious and repetitive tasks. Since we don't have to memorize things or solve puzzles, we tend to use our brains lesser. Later, we will become addicted to AI and cause problems for future generations. Lastly, AI causes incremental unemployment. The reduction in the need for human interference has resulted in the death of many job opportunities. A simple example is a chatbot which gives big advantages to organizations but problems for jobless people.
Thank you, Fatiha. Now I will continue with the example of AI. One of it is Google Maps. The app's algorithm uses machine learning to record the building edge that are supplied into the system after the person has manually acknowledged them. The application has been trained to recognize and understand traffic. As a result, it suggests the best way to avoid traffic congestion and bottlenecks. The AI-based algorithm also informs users about the precise distance and time it will take to arrive at the destination. It has been trained to calculate based on the traffic situation. Next, face detection. Utilizing Face ID for unlocking phone and using virtual filters while taking pictures are two uses of AI that are presently essential for day-by-day lives. Face recognition is used in the former, which means that every human face can be recognized. Smart machines are trained in order to recognize facial coordinates, landmark, and alignment. This improves the human ability to identify faces by several factors. Face recognition is also used by government facilities or at the airport for monitoring and security. Besides that is chatbot. Answering a customer inquiries can take a long time. The use of algorithm to train machines to meet customer needs through chatbot is an artificially intelligent solution for this problem. This allows machines to answer as well as take and track orders. Natural language processing was used to train chatbots to impersonate customer service agents' conversational approach and are capable of responding to complex questions that necessitate comprehensive answers. Other example is e-payment. It can be a time-consuming errand to rush to the bank for any transaction. So, artificial intelligence is now being used by banks to support customers by simplifying the process of payment. Since AI is capable of deciphering handwriting and making online check processing practicable, artificial intelligence can potentially be utilized to detect fraud by observing consumers' credit card spending patterns. Lastly, digital assistant. We often enlist the help of digital assistant to complete tasks on our behalf. The new digital assistant is fluent in human language and uses advanced natural language processing and machine learning techniques. They are capable of understanding complex command input and providing acceptable results. They have an adaptive ability which can examine preferences, habits, and schedules. It enables them to use prompts, schedules, and reminders to help us systemize, coordinate, and plan things. Now, let's move to the types of artificial intelligence. The first one is reactive machine. Reactive machine was the most basic types of AI system. It has the ability neither to form memories nor to use past experiences to inform current decisions. Deep Blue IBM's chess-playing supercomputer is the example of these types of machine. These types of intelligence involve the computer perceiving the world directly and acting on what it sees. It doesn't rely on an internal concept of the world. These computerized imagination have no concept of the wider world, which means they can function beyond the specific tasks they are assigned and are easily fooled. Number 2, limited memory. This type 2 class contains machines that can look into the past. Self-driving cars do some of this already. For example, they observe other cars' speed and direction. These observations are added to the self-driving car's pre-programmed representation of the world, which also include lane marking, traffic lights, and other important elements like curves in the road. But these simple pieces of information about the past are only transient. They aren't safe as a part of the car's library of experience it can learn from. The third type of AI is theory of mind. Theory of mind means the understanding that people, creatures, and objects in the world can have thought and emotion that affect their own behavior. Without understanding each other's motive and intention, and without taking into account what somebody else knows, working together is difficult. In this type, AI will have to be able to understand people's thought and feelings and expectation for how people will be treated, and they will have to adjust their behavior accordingly. And the last type of AI is self-awareness. The final step of AI development is to build systems that can form representation about themselves. Conscious beings are aware of themselves, know about their internal state, and are able to predict feelings of others. We are probably far from creating machines that are self-aware and should focus on effort toward understanding, memory, learning, and the ability to base decisions on past experiences. This is an important step to understand human intelligence on its own. What is the objective of AI in accounting? Artificial intelligence has been introduced into accounting profession for more efficient, convenient, and adequate performance of accounting activities, and obtaining information with the help of electronic services through computerized administrative services and the internet. This will enable all parties like government agencies, businesses, and stakeholders to operate, conduct transactions, and share information. This system can be created in corporate bodies and as an accounting education. The use of technology in accounting has become widespread due to the technological development and its use for obtaining management information. Now, I will continue with the role of AI in accounting. Number 1, saves time and money. AI is important in accounting and finance as it streamlines and optimizes many repetitive accounting processes. The overall outcome is that organizations can save more time and money as AI provides valuable insight to accounting and financial analysts. It also assists in analyzing large amounts of data fast and generating more accurate data at lower cost. This data can then be used to deliver insight and analytics, driving strategic decision-making that affect the whole company. Next, automation of repetitive tasks. AI in accounting and finance has been potential to uncover trends and additional insight by analyzing and interpreting data. The biggest impact of AI is the increased efficiency and accuracy that comes from automating repetitive and administrative tasks, helping accounting teams add real value to their company, customer, and both. AI also enhances several other accounting processes such as account payable and account receivable, invoicing, billing, expense management, and procurement or purchasing. The last one is fraud protection, auditing, or compliance. Applying AI to data sets can also help in reducing fraud by providing continual financial auditing processes to make sure companies are in compliance with local, federal, and if applicable, international regulations. AI uses its algorithm to rapidly sort through large data set and flag potential fraud and suspicious activity. Next, let's go to the impact of AI in accounting. Firstly, avoid the possibility of financial fraud. In traditional accounting positions, all finance personnel can access both the bookkeeping and cash flow, and this could lead to financial fraud. However, with the inclusion of artificial intelligence, a large portion of accounting and other related work will be handled by computers. In the accounting system, each accounting personnel has unique privilege such as fingerprint scanner and retina scanner, and has different password and account, so this will reduce the possibilities of financial fraud. Next, improve the quality of accounting information. In traditional accounting position, accounting personnel will have to monitor procedures, and it involves a lot of manpower, financial resources, and material resources that can make the efficiency low. So when an enterprise uses accounting software for all financial procedures, it saves time and improves the efficiency of the work. Even though errors could occur when the accounting personnel tries to input the necessary data, the accounting software system will automatically report the errors as a wrong data entry, which can correct it to improve the quality of the accounting information. Lastly, promote the reform of traditional accounting and auditing. In the traditional accounting profession, the job portfolios of each accounting personnel are matching a division of the business process. But with the inclusion of artificial intelligence, this will lead to a change in the method of separation traditional accounting and auditing work. This reform will improve the work efficiency greatly and help accounting personnel to improve their own workability and quality, optimize the structure layout, optimize the setting of accounting posts, and change the traditional financial and practical working modes. Now, let's move on to the next part, which is focus area of application of AI in accounting. One of the focus area is expert system. Expert system are computer programs that store an expert knowledge and simulate reasoning processes when solving issues in a certain topic. Expert system are the subset of knowledge-based system that include an expertise in the system knowledge base. However, the use of expert system is still not prevalent due to the problem of lack of user neutrality. Next, decision support system. Decision support system (DSS) is a computer-based system that assists in the decision-making process. It is a computer system that's interactive, adaptable, and versatile. Essentially, it is created with the goal of assisting in the resolution of a non-structured management problem in order to improve decision-making. The ulterior motive of DSS is to establish alternative and outcome so that a smart decision can be made. Last but not least, robotic process automation, RPA. RPA is a type of intelligent process automation that depicts logic-driven robots that follow pre-programmed rules and work with primarily structured data. RPA is a technology solution that uses script to automate rule-based and standardized tasks. By replicating human action while accessing different systems, documents, and applications, software robots can be readily trained or programmed to do rule-based, repetitive, high-volume operation. RPA is a software that can be used to automate established business process by running other application software. Now, I will hand over to the next presenter.
There are many examples of DA in Malaysia, but we choose Buku. Buku is accounting software designed especially for SMEs in Malaysia. It allows them to run their businesses and access their financial information securely anywhere and anytime with any connected devices. Buku is also designed for both businesses owners and professional accountants. It includes a business dashboard, invoicing, getting paid online, recording expenses and claims, stock control, managing fixed assets, and bank reconciliations to complete accounting software for the year-end submissions. There are 3 key functions of Buku that is worth mentioning, which are getting paid online with a free merchant account, recording expenses without data entry, and automated bank reconciliation. So, Buku is the smartest online accounting that probably the only accounting software that is worth trying for business. We also provided one example of AI in Malaysia, which is iChat. iChat is an AI-powered conversational experience platform designed to help brands. It automates processes in customer service, marketing, and commerce via popular social messaging apps such as Facebook and WhatsApp. iChat is a chatbot built especially for small businesses, retailers, schools, banks, telcos, museums, travelers, and automotive. With its AI technology, iChat helps businesses build smarter, faster, and stronger relationships with customers in real time to ensure customer satisfaction. Lastly, iChat is also widely used in businesses in Malaysia such as Tesco, Mydin, and also Petron.
Furthermore, we take a look at the opportunities of data automation. The first one is data entry. Numerous companies have associated computerized accounting with an advanced capability to prepare balance sheets for taxation purpose. The ability of artificial intelligence robot to update transactions in real time has improved accounting efficiency. Second is bookkeeping. Recent studies have uncovered that the computerization of financial bookkeeping has been adopted to increase the accuracy and timeliness of the enterprise flow. Negligent and poorly executed accounting function often leads to erroneous decision that prohibits business growth. And third one is compliance work. Future professionals accountants should be educated of the significance of computerization to promote adoption to automation. It is paramount that accountancy schools and bodies collaborate with researchers in the field to come up with the ways to ensure that the accounting profession remains relevant in the future. Now that's all for me. Now I will pass to Fatiha for her next presentation.
Next, I will continue with the recommendation in order to enhance the adoption and implementation of data automation and artificial intelligence technology in accounting industry. First, enhance knowledge of artificial intelligence. Accountants should strive to enhance their knowledge in artificial intelligence to make them relevant in the current market. Moreover, artificial intelligence can improve accountant performance in various accounting functions, which leading to the elimination of unnecessary accounting costs. For example, it can digest and analyze large volumes of data faster than human speeds, extract key terms and analyze them. Artificial intelligence also can solve problems that accountants couldn't solve before. With technology help, accountants will be free to engage in more advisory roles. Moreover, accountants can fully focus on the company strategy and able to improve company's process, cost control, and optimize capital use. Second, expert in machine learning. Accountants must embrace machine learning to analyze data to define or refine data models used. Experts in machine learning can help accountants shifting their job from spending too much time on perform manual data and preparation to the drawing of insight from those data analyzed. Machine learning actually provides an opportunity for accountants as it can enhance accountants' career. Accountants will also need to reskill in data and digital technologies. Generating insight from data to enable decision making at the exclusive level requires more than just producing a data report. Accountants need to be able to interpret the data and provide insight that add value to the finance function and organizational more broadly. And the last one is adapt to the ever-changing business environment. After the government recovered the COVID-19 virus in Malaysia, all roles in industry, including accounting, have been moved to the technology. Fast changing in accounting roles force them to adapt with the environment changes. Thus, it is needed for accountants to adapt with the changes in the environment because we never know what will happen in the future. Now, we are on the Industry Revolution 4.0, which is it changed the way accountants position. After the pandemic COVID-19, all companies are trying to fully utilize the advancements of technology, which can lead to a reduction in accounting costs to the firm, along with the adding value to the accounting industry by shifting the focus of accountants to data-driven and analytics-based decisions. As a conclusion, I can say that data automation and artificial intelligence is not fully replace accounting job. Today, accounting is still relevant for analysis and decision making. Data automation and artificial intelligence help accountants to increase their productivity as technology help accountants to focus on decision making rather than processing data. I think that's all from us, and this is the reference for our groups. Thank you.